Let's have a look at this DIGI marker LiFePO4 battery, and this is a 48 volt 105 amp hour 51.2 volt golf cart battery, and it's got a couple of features that you don't typically see on golf cart batteries. So it's a 5.3 kilowatt hour 51.2 volts, so it's 16 cells, maximum continuous discharge of 250 amps and a maximum charge rate of 40 amps. Comes in this nice splash-proof metal case, real heavy-duty setup. I think the battery was about 106 or 107 pounds total. And then on the business end, you've got positive and negative terminal connectors with covers. It actually has a IP67 rated miniature breaker. Here you've got the vent, RS485, and then the charge port. And then a 12 volt output port, so you can easily just connect to this to run your 12 volt accessories like radios, headlights, that sort of thing on your golf cart. And then some welded on tabs for mounting. Some nice heavy duty handles incorporated into the heavy metal case lid, make it easier for installing into your golf cart. This battery kit also includes an onboard charger with a nice carrying handle. It looks to be well built. Plugs into the battery here and then into your extension cord or outlet. Also has a bulkhead adapter for your cord, so you can mount this into the side of your golf cart and connect it to the charger. It's got some mounting screws in there as well. It has an Anderson connector here. You can connect this directly to the battery terminals for 48 volt output. It's got a cover lid for it, so you can mount this externally as well. Here's the 12 volt plug, so this connects into the 12 volt outlet on the side of the battery. And then you've got this connector for, looks like maybe 3 sets of positive and negative 12 volt wiring for your accessories in your golf cart. A remote screen with an on-off switch. You can mount this on the dash of your golf cart, and it comes with the included cord as well. This end will plug into your battery, and then you've got this plug that goes into the back of the screen itself. So that's a pretty complete kit. The package, I think at the moment of filming this video, it's on sale, and I'll link it in the description for those of you who might be interested in this particular battery setup for your golf cart. That 12 volt out feature is something I haven't really seen before on a golf cart battery. And this also incorporates a fire extinguisher system, so that's an added measure of safety. If something happens internally in the battery, it's supposed to set that extinguisher off and keep it from getting any worse. It also has heaters in this battery, so you can use it in cold weather. So if you plug it in and it's freezing outside, it won't charge until they heat up to a safe temperature. So that's another additional feature, especially if you're somewhere using your golf cart out there where it's in freezing temps. All right, let's get this lid off. We'll have a look inside. And there it is, the fire extinguisher. I'll give you a close-up here in a second. And I notice right off the bat, we've got a foam seal all the way around, and I'm sure that that will help with the splash proofing if you're bouncing around that golf cart out there in the weather. So here's a closer look at the fire extinguisher and the lid. And then down inside, oh, that's kind of cool, kind of a see-through plastic cover. And these screws are plastic Phillips heads, so I'm going to pull a couple of those off and we'll have a closer look at the cells. Looks like we've got the BMS right down there. There's the 48 to 12 volt converter. Down here, the aluminum heatsink with fins on it, built into the box. Some real thick and well protected or coated bus bars. Everything is labeled, neatly tucked away. You've got some sealing glue on every one of the screws so that keeps it from vibrating loose when it's bouncing around in the golf cart. And then your miniature breaker from the outside comes here to the inside. You can see it takes up quite a bit of space inside the case. And this battery has a relay switch to control the on-off rather than relying on the BMS, so I'm guessing that that's it right down there in the bottom, that black box. That appears as though maybe that's the relay. So it's real difficult to see the markings on this BMS, but it says ANT, and the model is a 20 PHK6 20S 400 amp. But if we lift that up, you can see the cells and the bus bars and the balance lead. The whole thing is kind of a circuit board and looks like they're laser welded to the top of the battery terminals. It actually looks really nice. And my guess, this will be pretty tolerant of vibrations in a golf cart environment for sure. Each one of the battery vents is open and not covered up, so if you do have venting, it's got somewhere to go. That just plugs into the back of the screen. And before that works, you've got to turn the breaker on. I think you push this button one time quick and just the screen will come on. And I didn't mention earlier, but this battery also has Bluetooth. There's a QR code on the top of the case that you can scan to get the app. We'll look at that here in just a minute. So you can turn the battery on and off right there. There we go. 52.68 volts is how the battery came to me. It looks like with the 49% charge. I guess it gives you a mile readout based on the charge level, how many miles it believes that you can still go. That's kind of interesting. And then the current going either in or out of the battery. A couple of temperature sensors, and then the high voltage max and low voltage. So of each individual cell, the high cell and the low cell. And you've got some buttons across the bottom here, and this is a touch screen, so that's really nice. There's the individual voltages of all 16 cells. Temperatures. Looks like we've got temperature 2 is on the case, and T1 is on the battery packs themselves. It shows you how many cycles on the battery. And if you come up with any warnings, so I did read that through the app, if you have an issue, you can communicate with DIGI Marker through the app to help resolve any issues you may have with the battery. It also comes with a 5-year warranty. Before I connect the charger and start it, I wanted to test the 12 volt out, and we'll just see if we're getting 12 volts off that converter from inside. And we do, 12.10 volts. Real handy. I really like this feature. I know this is designed for a golf cart, but I like to use these for my home emergency backup power storage as well. And this would really come in handy. I could run small wattage 12 volt items right off of this plug. You can only plug this in one orientation, so you can't get it wrong. Twist that blue spring-loaded clip to disconnect. So that's nice. It just push on and it locks, so it won't pop off of there. It does come with bolts to mount this into the golf cart. And then here's a look at the specifics of the charger. So I've got you set up here where you can watch the screen as I plug in this charger, and we'll see what we get for current when it's actually charging. Heard the fan just now come on. 21 amps, but it says minus. That's interesting. It's showing that it's charging with that little indicator there, I guess, but I don't know why it says minus. That's a bit odd to me, huh? And the charger says the output is 58.4 volts at 1200 watts, which is 20.5 amps. And the screen is showing 20.9 amps. So the charger does put out exactly what it's rated as. And we're now at 51%, so it is charging the battery. Excellent. And here's a look at the DIGI Marker app. It shows exactly what you're seeing on the screen you would mount on the dashboard of the golf cart. 53%, 53.55 volts, and that's fluctuating a little bit because it's charging at 20.8 amps. And the app shows you the wattage there. It's 1,118 watts. Apparently this battery has 2 cycles on it. The maximum difference between all 16 cells, 0.005 volts. So really very well balanced. And the current temperature is 26 Celsius. If we click the voltage info, shows you all individual cells and their voltages, the high and the low. And then here's your temperatures at the bottom there. Battery lock, so you can lock it and unlock it from the remote, from the app itself. So that would be an additional anti-theft feature for your golf cart. Very cool. I guess you can turn the heating off if you're in an environment where you don't need it. Otherwise it looks like it's on. We'll just leave it on. So it only works when you're actually attempting to charge the battery, if you're in freezing temperature. And then when it's, of course, driving around, your charger's unplugged, so you're not using the battery power to heat the battery. Having some sales right now, so if you're interested in this battery, again, I'll link it in the description. I'll give you any discount codes if they give me anything. I'll list all of that information in the description of this video. All right, we have completed the charge. We're at 100%. I really like the included 20 amp battery charger they send with this battery. It did a real nice job, and you can go from 0 to 100% on this battery in about 5 hours. And you can see on the app here as well, we've got 100% state of charge, and the protection warning on the left side of the screen shows cell overvoltage protection. So 54.72 is where we're at in the topped off position just after the charger shut down. So we'll get this set up and we'll do a capacity test on this DigiMarker LiFePO4 golf cart battery and see if it holds 105 amp hours of capacity. Alright, we're all set up. I've got a 3000 watt 48 volt inverter running a 15,000 BTU portable AC unit, and got the shunt meter all zeroed out. I just started the test, so we're pulling 22 amps. That'll fluctuate a little bit as the AC cycles on and off. Here's a look at the screen, and it's showing we're pulling 21.6 amps out of the battery right now, and we're at 100%, 52.6 volts under the load. And just to note, you can see the amp hours in the upper right hand corner. I forgot to reset that. It had 105 amp hours when I started it, so I just reset it. I've already got about 2 amp hours out of the battery, so if necessary we'll have to add 2 amp hours to the total number since I kind of flubbed up the start of this test. We'll go with it from there and we'll see where we end up. This will take 5 hours or so, and we'll come back when it's complete and we'll see how many amp hours we can pull out of this battery. Came out to check up on the battery and everything was shut down. The remote screen I was able to just hit the button and it came back on. So we've got 49.12 volts, 311 is the high voltage and 2.81 is the low voltage of the cells in general. And then I came over to the warning, and it doesn't say it now. It must have sat long enough. It had the low voltage, which is what shut it down. So let's have a look at the meter. And you can see we're showing in the upper right hand corner 103 amp hours, 49.1 volts. The test took 4 hours and 25 minutes and 5.43 kilowatt hours, so 5,430 watts, more than the rated capacity. And the 103 is 2 amp hours below the 105 rated. So those 2 amp hours that I had on here when I reset that meter, it's exactly 105 amp hours. So it does pass the test as far as its advertised rated capacity of 105 amp hour 48 volt battery. Now, DigiMarker has said that there is a requested feature, and they put out a diagram here showing where you can remove the back panel off the switch with these 2 Phillips head screws. Pull off this metal cover, and then you can take those 2 wires and extend those wires to the key switch in your golf cart. So you can use your golf cart key to turn this DigiMarker battery off and on with your golf cart key. So that's pretty cool. So overall, I think this is a very well-built battery. It's got some nice components, some great features. You've got that 12-volt built-in voltage converter, so you can run your headlights and taillights and all those accessories, radios on your golf cart off the 12-volt and not have to have an additional converter. It's built into the battery. You've got an automotive grade breaker built onto the battery. You don't typically see that on these golf cart batteries. You've got that built-in fire extinguisher. It'll help suppress that fire if you have an internal problem inside the battery's metal casing. So that's a nice feature that you don't often see. The Bluetooth feature is another huge plus that I actually really like. And if you operate in freezing temperatures, you've got those onboard heaters that'll heat up the cells to the point where you can charge them without damaging your battery if it's freezing. I'll leave links for this DigiMarker battery kit in the video description for those of you who might have more interest in it or want to see about picking one up for your golf cart. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you leave. YouTube's put a video on the screen now they think you're going to enjoy. If you click on that video, I'll meet you over there.